Entity Nail Couture. Our signature line of liquids and powders sets the industry standard with the most vibrant pinks, the whitest whites, and everything in between to complement a woman's skin tone and suit her preferences perfectly. A sculpting system designed to meet both the needs of the artist and the demands of the salon. Our exclusive formulas apply the latest technology, innovative science, and years of expertise. Entity Beauty's family of powders and liquids are formulated to perform perfectly together. Let's take a look at the Entity acrylic system in action as we demonstrate how to retouch, featuring nail artist Leanne Smith Henderson. File preparation. Sanitize both yours and your client's hands before any nail service. Redefine the perimeter and reduce the length of the extension edge using the retoucher or shaper. Thin and reduce the extension edge using the retoucher, reducer, or shaper by about 40%. Gently file the regrowth area along the eponychium to thin existing product and remove any areas of lifting. Use a dry manicure brush to remove file dust and debris from the entire nail surface. Doing file prep before nail plate preparation makes any lifting more visible and easier to remove. Preparation. Gently slide the pusher along the nail plate towards the eponychium to loosen cuticle. Use the straight edge end of the pusher to remove loosened cuticle from the nail plate, including along the lateral walls where it can hide and cause lifting. Gently buff away the surface shine from the exposed natural nail using the detailer or refiner. Follow the direction of nail growth. Use a dry manicure brush to wipe dust and debris from the entire nail surface. Be sure to double-check the lateral folds and cuticle area. Contaminants left in these areas will cause lifting. Cleanse and dehydrate the surface of the nail by scrubbing the nail plate with natural nail prep and a brush wipe. Apply a very thin coat of nail primer or New Bond non-acid primer to areas of regrowth. Dip brush and press against the edge of the bottle to drain. Starting with the thumb, apply one coat to each nail, being sure to avoid contact with the surrounding skin. Apply to one hand at a time prior to product application to avoid contamination. Product application. The perfect bead. Begin by conditioning and preparing your sculpting brush before each client. Submerge the hairs of the brush into sculpting liquid. Remove the liquid and begin to shape the tip by repeatedly wiping on your brush wipe. Repeat several times. To achieve optimum mix ratio, dip your brush into the sculpting liquid, up to but not touching the ferrule. Wipe the brush along the side of your dappen dish. This should leave enough liquid in the brush to create a medium-sized bead. Adjust the number of times you wipe the brush along the side of the dappen dish to create smaller or larger beads. Gently touch the tip of the brush into the sculpting powder to create a bead. The bead should be smooth, round, and have a frosted satin finish. With the bead still on the tip of your brush, gently press the back of the brush to the brush wipe. Removing any excess liquid from the brush will ensure that the bead remains the correct mix ratio throughout the application. Product application. Extension edge. Place a bead of white onto the middle of the extension edge. Begin to create the smile line by pushing the product up to what will be the new smile line and working it towards one side. Create a consistent thickness of the extension edge as you work over creating the opposite side of the smile line. Smooth the entire surface by lightly brushing and patting the product from side to side. View the nail down the barrel while patting to ensure that the product is even in thickness from sidewall to sidewall. Define the crispness of the smile line by shaping the tip of the brush into a point on a brush wipe. Use this point along the back side of the smile line to tap and tuck the product into place. This should create a tiny ledge that will act as a barrier, keeping any pink product from being dragged over the smile line. View the nail down the barrel and use the body of the brush to pat the extension edge from sidewall to sidewall to ensure that the product is even in thickness. Smooth and feather the product starting along the smile line down towards the free edge. The ledge along the smile line should have its highest point in the center and taper thin towards the corners and free edge. Product application. Stress area. Place a bead of clear, natural, or pink in the middle of the natural nail slightly above the smile line. This will be the highest point or apex of the finished nail and should be centered between the cuticle area and free edge to give the nail a balanced look and provide extra strength. Use a light touch and a flattened brush to work the product from side to side. Being sure to rotate the angle of your brush as you work. Gently work the product up to, but not over the smile line. View the nail down the barrel and use the body of the brush to pat the product from sidewall to sidewall to ensure that the surface of the product is smooth and tapers down from the apex in all directions. Product application. Cuticle area. Place a small bead of clear, natural, or pink directly below the eponychium. While holding the brush with the tip angled towards the eponychium, tap the product along the cuticle area, being sure not to touch the skin. Feather the remaining product towards the free edge. Shape and perfect. Use the reducer or shaper to define the free edge of all 10 nails. File along the lateral walls of each nail. Be sure that the line runs straight from the cuticle area to the free edge. To define your lower arch, gently pull down the lateral fold and define the sides of the extension edge, tapering slightly towards the free edge. Starting along the center of the cuticle area, use the detailer or refiner slightly angled toward the eponychium to blend the cuticle area into the lower arch. Change directions and file from the free edge back towards the apex. Use rounded motions along the sides and file up from the lower profile to the center of the nail, from the free edge to the apex. This will ensure that the nail is thin, even, and tapered from sidewall to sidewall. To avoid flat spots, use your opposite hand to rotate and swivel the finger from side to side as you file. Be sure to leave the apex area untouched. Continue using long fluid strokes down the length of the nail, starting at the cuticle area towards the free edge, making sure that the product tapers in all directions from the apex. Switch to the perfector and repeat the previous 3 steps. Use a dry manicure brush to remove bile dust and debris from the entire nail surface. Seal. Apply 2 coats of UV nail top coat to seal and protect nails from UV exposure. Or skip the perfector and apply 1 thin coat of UV gel top coat and cure for 2 minutes. Protect. Finish the service by massaging cuticle oil into the nail and surrounding skin. The oil will penetrate the nail, helping to speed the rate of cure and provide a protective cushioning within the nail itself to help prevent breakage. Entity's Nail Couture is redefining perfection. Our low-odor cosmetic quality products contain only the purest ingredients, developed with innovative science and manufacturing processes to achieve unsurpassed workability and durability. You can be confident telling your clients that you have selected only the finest professional system of products to create the most beautiful, durable results. For more information, visit our website at entitybeauty.com. Entity Beauty, more than a nail care line, it's a revolution.